My name is Jay. Until the end of last summer, my life was filled with high school, social gatherings, music, media, and Jesus. Often, I could be found behind a camera, documenting events for fun, even in a low-key setting like hanging out with friends. I really hadn't given much thought about my blood or what it was doing for me. I was a few days away from joining the Trinity Western University community as a first-year student in the School of the Arts, Media, and Culture, and my focus was on that future. A completely unexpected diagnosis of leukemia on September the 3rd changed everything.
My dad gets a phone call from Vancouver General Hospital saying, "Your son has leukemia."
Suddenly, my life was all about blood. I immediately had to depend on blood products donated by others for my own survival, receiving my first blood transfusion only days after being admitted to the hospital. This was the first time I had ever thought in depth about blood donation as a whole. I hadn't given much thought about the people behind the little red bags of blood. While these blood transfusions were keeping me alive in the short term, my long-term survival necessitated a bone marrow transplant. This is where the Trinity Western University community became a big part of the search to find a matched stem cell donor for me. Students organized a donor drive, which gave me great hope.
Students at a university in the Fraser Valley are making an extraordinary effort to help one of their own. As CTV's Sheila Scott reports, they're coming together to save the life of a classmate many have never met.
3 rounds of chemo later, Lutz is paying a visit to Trinity Western University, but it's not to attend class just yet.
I'll give you the first one to start.
Hundreds of students are getting swabbed in hopes of finding Lutz a stem cell donor. The drive was organized by biology student Keenan Clausen.
It could have been me, it could be anyone. In that sense, I guess just feeling the need to extend Trinity's love.
246 students stepping up in hopes of saving a life. These students are not only potential matches for Lutz, but also for others needing stem cells.
That is just an amazing thought that people are just so giving and so generous, and that blows me away.
A generous gesture these students hope will get Lutz out of hospital.
Sweet.
And back to class. Sheila Scott, CTV News, Langley.
And I did get out of the hospital. I was out for most of the winter. I had to return often to Vancouver General Hospital for blood tests and bridging chemo, but I was able to rest and recover at home in between appointments. 2 months and countless blood tests later, I entered the hospital for my bone marrow transplant. The future of my life came down to 2 small bags of marrow harvested a week earlier from my brother, who was the best donor match that could be found for me. He was a 5 out of 10 match. My transplant was the second haplo-identical bone marrow transplant Vancouver General Hospital ever did. After a BMT, the recovery is both long and unpleasant. I was blessed to have the continued support of both CBS and TWU throughout this time, and now as I'm still recovering. My blood counts were often low initially during my time in the hospital, requiring top-ups of blood products.
Hey there guys, guess who's got a nosebleed? And even worse, my platelets are really low because that's just how it is. So I'm getting platelets right there. They're up there. But yeah, as it doesn't want to stop. It's pretty bad. So that's fun.
As the days dragged on for me in the hospital, it was important to have the hope for a normal student's life in my future. I had to believe that I wasn't going to be the cancer kid forever. A special gift from the Trinity Western community pointed towards that normal future in a very fun and touching way. So I just got a message, or not a message, but I wrecked the bow because I was too hyped to open this. But I think this is from Amy Robertson and my wonderful crew over at Trinity who are rooting for me. So I was too hyped to open it, but I figured I should video this at home. I would just pop open a knife or something, but with my dinner I just got 2 spoons, so I don't know if I can gnaw through this. And holding, you know what, give me half a second and I'm gonna just, wow, what an amazing, oh it's a book, they're books. What an amazing university. I haven't even had well, other than preview weekend, I've never been to a class. I've been on campus, but what an amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna cry. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta pause for a second. This is truly amazing. I've got people from the university who I've never met, from all different types of classes and profs, and I don't even know. I'm only a couple pages in and I'm super encouraged. It's amazing. What a university, what an amazing gift. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. And I'm only a few pages in.